Hello everyone. I don't know why this is allowed to happen, but it's really funny. You know that I like to play online games. As you can see, here I am playing Scrabble Go. Now, the people that I'm playing in this game are really good. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really nice, and they're the ones that I have favourited. However, there are those that, because I don't want to lose my score, that start off relatively okay and are all well and good, and then, oh Lord, they ask me to join crypto or to go over to WhatsApp or Google Hangouts or just somewhere else. I can't play Scrabble Go on Hangouts. It's not possible, and I don't want to. I don't see what the big issue is. Why are you asking me to leave Scrabble? What I did realise recently is that Google Hangouts and WhatsApp are encrypted end to end, so no one can read those messages. That is why they ask you to go to these websites. They don't want you to go to Facebook. They don't want you to go to Instagram. They want you to go to these websites because they're encrypted end to end. Then they can ask you and try to get your money and your bank details, thinking that you're an absolute tosh idiot, and then when that happens, no one can see it because it's encrypted end to end. By that time, they've hacked you. I personally will never leave. This is why I have people that I play. And these people that I play, the ones that you see that I have hearts on, never asked me to leave the platform, except if we're friends. Some people use WhatsApp properly. However, these scammers request a game with me, play one or two words, and then try and tell me how beautiful I am. And after that, they drop the, hey, do you want to go over to WhatsApp? Or, my job doesn't allow me to be here. Then why are you playing? Or, I'm a soldier. I can't play Scrabble Go. Yes, you can. Stop lying. Stop lying. Of course you can. You just don't want to. Stop being such an idiot. Of course you can. You just don't want to. The difference is, what you really want to say is, hey, can we go somewhere else so that I can scam you? Because here isn't encrypted, so I'll get caught. I want to scam you for free because I think you're an idiot. And if that doesn't work, they tell me how beautiful I am. I'm not. They tell me how amazing I am, how they want to marry me. Mate, you play Scrabble, nothing else. I don't want to marry you. I'm not interested. I'm quite happy, me and my pets. I do not want to be scammed by you, thank you very much, dear. But these people, they think you're dumb, and then they come and they ask you for the most ridiculous stuff, and it's like, excuse me? What kind of stupid... You're not talking to some 80-year-old grandmother who doesn't know anything, and she's asking what the interwebs are. No. You're talking to a nearly 30-year-old woman who knows the internet. Yeah, okay, I hardly use social media, but for goodness sake, why not just get an honest job? Oh, 'cause you're lazy. Well, I'm sorry, that's not my problem. Or maybe it works. I personally think that it's atrocious that they would go to so much trouble. I can understand, as I said before, if they want to scam an old woman that doesn't understand technology, that's one thing. It's still wrong, but you can see why they'd pick them. They're more trusting. But you are so stupid if you think you can scam a 30-year-old woman. A 30-year-old woman who's known about electronics since she was young. No. It won't work. And the fact that they think it will is insulting. And no, I'm not pretty enough that you want to marry me on the spot. I know you're a scammer trying to get my money. Good luck. I ain't got none. That's a very obvious fake profile picture. These websites really need to crack down on this. YouTube is flooded with them. You see them in people's comments. By the way, shout out to Theo Joe and his scam removal app. If you have a YouTube channel, you need this. Although, even if you don't, you can still report scams. You just can't remove them. However, the people who want you to go over to crypto or do gift card scams, If you say no, they try to make you feel like you're an idiot. Now, when I started playing Scrabble Go, I didn't have a YouTube channel. Now I do have one. This is what I'm going to say. This has to be cracked down on. These people are breaking the terms of service from Scopely. I remember because I read the terms of service before using Scrabble Go. First of all, you're not allowed to advertise in their chat sections. That's exactly what they're doing by asking you to go over to crypto or anything like that. But you are allowed to use it on YouTube, which is why I use it here. But the thing that I don't understand, why? If a person says they don't want to go over to crypto, they behave as if you're dumb. They don't want to leave the platform so they can be scammed. These bored basement dwelling losers, they need to crack down on the scammers. They've said you can report them, but if I report them, the loss comes to me. I do understand why, but it's still very annoying. And I mean, this is just Scrabble Go. They start out all nice and sweet, and they call me beautiful or darling, like we've known each other for years. But no, we haven't. Listen here, Mr. Nigerian Prince. Don't do that. We don't know each other. Even you are using a guest account because they're easily deletable. Every time I turn around or get suspicious, they change their name. Sometimes I heart them so I can keep track in case they return. Sometimes they change from male to female within seconds. Guess what? And there's another rule. You can't give your account to anyone else, because then, if they make it a rule, then no one can come, hack you, and say they got your account legitimately. It really has annoyed me. These people I trust as good players. I've had people I've played for months, and then they'll try it. I'll say no, and they're like, we've known each other for 3 months now. And? So what? We don't know each other. We play Scrabble. That's all. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to leave the platform. Sometimes they try to guilt trip you into doing it, and I'm like, excuse me? I'm definitely not doing it now. Not to forget the time that I had a scammer accuse me of being a scammer, even though he asked me for money and not the reverse. I thought he was going to report me. I was scared I was going to lose my account. These types of scammers ask you for money, get vexed when you say no, then call you a scammer. Scopely must be aware. I don't think men get it as much. I've had people say they've had the scammers try and talk to them, call them handsome. Something needs to be done to combat this. We shouldn't have to change. They need to go. I've been wanting to talk about this as soon as I had a platform, but I didn't know how to word it. I'll put the terms of service in the description. I went ahead and read their terms of service to make sure I kept it correct. These people have probably read the terms, clicked agree, then gone and done it anyway. It's outrageous. Now me, personally, I'm bringing awareness to this so that people are aware. If this was YouTube, Susan would be on you before you could say Bob's your uncle. But apparently it's fine to go around doing this, even though Scopely says it's not to. And yet, here we still are. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here. You know the drill. You're handsome, and you're beautiful, and you, well, I'm speechless. You're also not a scammer. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know how you're doing today.